Hi, Virgos. Intimacy check-in for Virgo energy. Talk to me. Intimacy check-in, Virgos. Could be a third-party situation that's in the way between you and someone. Ooh, partying. Maybe friends around who don't care about the status of your relationship or what you got going on, Virgos. Also, sneaky links. You and your person or whoever could have sneaky links. You also could, you could be being manipulated by someone. Maybe you met someone at the club. You were just having fun with your friends. This person probably was a friend. Some shit popped off that shouldn't have happened. Something went down at a party. Maybe something with someone got too close, got too intimate, and it became very inappropriate. Maybe it was going to lead to a divorce or a breakup, or maybe something happened at a club or something, drugs, alcohol, something's involved. Something went down, shit became risky, and it shouldn't have happened. Some type of manipulation was going on. Court, somebody could be taken to court for doing shit that you ain't supposed to be doing. Everybody should fucking know. Or, like I said previously, something had led to a divorce or a breakup, or, you know, maybe a breakup, but it didn't lead to a divorce. Maybe something was able to be fixed. Maybe there was an issue with the intimacy, Virgos, that ended things. Maybe you wasn't giving up the poom enough when you know you should have been. Maybe you wasn't giving up the schlong enough when you know you should have been. Maybe you was giving up the schlong too much to other people when you shouldn't have been. But somehow, some way, some whatever, it seems like you and this person was able to work things out. Intimacy check-in. Judgment is here because of some type of secrets. You know, there was something happened on the low, something was hidden, something was a danger, was a threat to this union. So, you know, changes had to happen. Something had to happen. Okay? Something had to maybe wake either one of you up, Virgo. Maybe you had to help wake someone up to see something that, like, someone isn't maybe happy, you know, like they say they are. Maybe somebody had to reveal the truth, or just reveal, like, what was real, you know? There's nothing wrong with how people feel. It just has to be done in an honest way, right? Said in an honest way. What it is that you guys love each other, but you also hate each other. In order to know how to love, you must know how to hate. And in order to hate, you must know how to love. Though hate is not a good word, but, you know, you gotta know, you know, with the good comes the bad. So you have to know. But, though y'all not getting divorced yet, y'all can't stand each other, but y'all love each other. This has been something that has been going on for a very long time. The hate and love, and someone fucked up. Someone did some shit that they shouldn't have done. Someone had an affair. Someone did something, cheated, had a little bit of too much fun. It's crazy though. I could be talking to masculine energy. Virgo, you could be a masculine. Doesn't matter. It really doesn't. But someone here isn't really all the way in. Someone is still lying. You guys, a divorce is being put on hold to keep things together, maybe to try it again, try to work things out again, try to save the union with some somebody is in it for the money. Somebody's in it for other shit. Somebody is in it for a benefit. Somebody's also jealous. And somebody is probably low-key on doing a little thing on their own, on the low, because you had did something, or vice versa. You trying to do something on the low, Virgo, because you don't trust this person because they done did something, and you can't let go for real, but you're in a tough spot. But somebody's lying. Somebody's not being completely honest or real here. Or somebody's just hiding the fact that they're jealous. There's gonna be delays. Y'all are too afraid to let each other go and move the fuck on. Y'all are holding each other back. It's a lot of secrets and confusion. Y'all are holding each other back. No one wants to see what's real. Y'all are like living in a fucking fantasy or some shit. Ain't nobody leading. Ain't nobody doing shit. Sorry. That was aggressive. No one's leading. Nobody's doing shit. The ego. Ooh-wee. It's a lot of pride here. And y'all really need to kind of just... There can no longer be any fingers being pointed. Okay. But this is how intimate this shit is, though. The intimacy speaks very loudly here that, you know, you're willing to still hold on to each other even though you don't want to. That means both of you lack something and you find it within another. And you are afraid that you won't find it in someone else. You guys need to protect yourself. You need to stand your ground and protect yourself. And if you know somebody was doing XYZ and they're trying to come back, but they're doing it in like a let me just have a piece of you, that means you need to protect your shit. Protect your heart, protect yourself, stand your ground. You always have to think of things like you have something, right? A foundation, empire, whatever. You always have to think like that and think about how somebody can threaten your shit. Someone either threatens it or adds on to it. Either way, you know, there's no in between. 7 minutes. What does Virgo need to change? Intimacy check-in. Need to change being in your head about shit. And what needs to change is the fucking change. What needs to change is clearly knowing that shit needs to change. That's what needs to change. Stop being in denial and stop ignoring shit, because that's what's going to cause more problems. And you're going to actually resent somebody here. Somebody's going to resent somebody here, and it's just going to be more problems. What needs to change for Virgos? Intimacy check-in. Being half honest with the truth, that needs to change. Knowing that y'all guys can't collaborate and really make some real business moves and shit and really build, that's a problem. Okay, that's a problem. Okay, because there's somebody selfish here. Somebody doesn't cooperate. Maybe somebody says this has to be like this, XYZ. Somebody does ABC. And somebody ain't, you know what I mean? So it's a lot of instability. But yet, no one's really trying to end things. No one is really trying to change shit. A lot of stagnation here. The intimacy that is needed is that clearly someone needs to protect themselves here. Someone needs to take a step back and think of the bigger picture about what's going on here. Someone needs to love on themselves and realize that they're worth and that they deserve more here. This was your reading, Virgo. Peace.